Hello, this is H.E. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Bravely 2nd End Layer. Last time, we defeated Anne to get access to Via Celestio, and I think she actually has a separate bestiary entry from before. Yeah, in Ultimate. Similar to Aerie in many ways. Loyal to Providence instead of Ouroboros there. Yeah, pretty much. That's how they work. Oh, okay. So yeah, Providence knew about Ouroboros, but Ouroboros didn't know about Providence there, I guess. Didn't really know what really was going on in the celestial realm, huh? Kind of surprising, given how omnipotent he seemed to be, but, well, let's see what Providence is like. I thought, wait, let me go back there on that. Let's see. Yeah, I would think, I thought all that stuff with Denny happened a long time ago, like, before we defeated Ouroboros. Or maybe Denny was already planning a lot of stuff, but then Anne stepped in after we defeated Ouroboros to guide him in a different direction or something. Well, whatever happened anyway. Didn't Aerie have that ability too in the first game? Edea and Dark Flare? I forget exactly. Not that they ever live long enough. But, well, it was pretty easy anyway. But, yeah, I don't think we're actually in the celestial realm yet. I think this is just like the road to the celestial realm, so we're not quite there yet, or at least that's my interpretation. But now, let's make some special preparations for Via Celestio. Okay, so let's get back on the red mage setup I was using before. Let's see, with you, let's get him on spirit magic. That's still very cost efficient for dealing with the enemies here. And then for the abilities, yeah, we don't need JP up anymore. Or that. Let's see, let's get, yeah, Pierce Magic Defense. That'll be very useful against some enemies around here. We still want to hold on to Awakening, though. Let's see, Edea already got up to level 11, or I don't know if you'd call that mastering the job class, because we kind of already did that. But they call it legendary now for some reason. But in any case, we got Achilles heal, and I'm going to put that to use right away. I want to make her into a Catmancer, mostly for the stat boost. I don't know that I would ever really use Meow to the max, but it could be pretty good. It's just not as good as, like, Noble Eagle, let's say. But, I mean, it's better than some other level 11 abilities. So basically, the way I'm choosing my job classes right now is to, well, first learn the critical abilities. Chain Spell, Achilles Heal. Then work on job classes that are mostly for bosses. And then work on the job classes for random battles. So let's see, for Edea, let's get her, yeah, on Achilles Heel there. And I want to switch over to Shamanism secondary for Condor and Harpoon there. Those will be useful against quite a few enemies around here. There's a lot of enemies that have really high physical defense. Okay, and then for Magnolia, yeah, she still has to work on Red Mage. I actually want to switch her over to Soul Mastery for Possession. Basically the same things like the Control command in Final Fantasy games, or like the Manipulate Materia. You control an enemy to do whatever you want. You don't have access to all of their abilities necessarily, but there are a couple Catmancer abilities that would be easier to learn that way. So why don't we get that going? And then I want to set up Magnolia in a pure battle item setup, because there's a couple enemies around here that default, and they're really tough to defeat if you can't get around that. So battle items will get the job done there. Let's see, let's also give her speed up. I thought about using triple wield on Magnolia, but having like a third Rod of Ice wouldn't really help that much. So yeah, I'm just going to go with speed up there. Some of the enemies are a little quick around here. Okay, so we got all that. Yeah, that'll be good for her. Okay, yeah, we got Soul Mastery. Okay, so with Tiz, now that we're done with Charioteer as well, let's switch him over to Ranger, although I don't really care about the level 11 ability. I just want it for the stat boost. You could work on Fencer instead if you want to go that route. But I am going to stick with Ranger. I think that's the way to go. Okay, and then similar to Magnolia, I'm going to have Tiz on a battle item setup using Mimic to help out. So that frees up some support slots for other abilities like Precog, Whisker Sense as usual. And then I need to get Awakening. Okay, everyone's got Awakening. Okay, we're good on the abilities. Let's get the equipment ready. A lot of enemies are weak to water around here, so I'll use Rods of Ice by default, but I might change it around depending on the circumstances. With Edea as a Catmancer, she has max proficiency with axes. Now, I'm going to equip the giant axe on, well, you could put it on the head or torso slots, because I'm going to switch around the first two slots depending on what enemies I'm fighting, so I can exploit the creature type to fuel Achilles' heel. Okay, so we get all that. Then, yeah, Power Bracers. Let's see, why don't we get Magnolia on the Venture Badge, though I might want to switch that around eventually. So since she's mostly using battle items, not magic, why don't we just give her, yeah, Royal Crown and Ninja Garb? That'll be good enough. RC Cola. Haven't had that in a while. Good soda. I like it better than Pepsi. Okay, then let's see, with Ranger, let's see, let's get him on a Falcon Knife, and I want to equip the Hero's Shield since he's using battle items anyway, but also for learning one particular Catmancer that is difficult to survive otherwise. Okay, and then, yeah, let's give him the Lambent hat and the Ninja Garb. And then I actually want to give him the Thief's Gloves for stealing. In order to do that, I'm going to use the Thief's Knife. But at this point, I've gotten more money than I'll ever be able to spend. I've got enough for all the stuff at Champshire, but I'm going to save buying that for later. So I don't really need, what's that passive ability Thief has? Rob Blind, I think it was. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I don't really need to steal multiple items at once now. It's not really necessary. So I can steal items as a ranger just fine. So if that situation comes up, I'll be able to still get the job done. I like it when every equipment slot has a different and unique purpose to each of them. But you don't always get what you want. Okay, so we got all that, and then I actually want to set up some special moves for learning one particular Catmancer. So let's see, I want to reduce physical attack power because it's a pretty tough one to survive. Let's see, yeah, that ought to be good enough there. Okay, so yeah, we don't really need anything else on here. I'm just removing stuff just because. No special reason. Okay, and then I also want to have a support special move ready to go to buff our physical defense, and that should be enough for me to survive. Not to mention, Berserk. There's an enemy around here that can Berserk everyone. So, yeah, we want to be ready to deal with that. I don't think there's a piece of equipment that resists or makes you immune to Berserk, other than maybe, like a ribbon or something. I forget. I usually don't worry about status ailments, but this is a very special case. You'll see why when we get to it. Okay, so we got all that. I did that for everyone, right? With the support. Oh, no, I forgot Magnolia. Whoops. Okay, get the Berserk going there. Okay, and let's see. I think that ought to be good. Oh, wait, this place is scary. I'm getting out of here. Now, I just want to rest up now that we've taken care of business there. Gotten everyone prepared and ready to go. I already restocked on items last time, so yeah, I don't need to buy any more catnip. Although I will be using a lot of it. But perhaps not quite as much as before. So let's head on into, well, it's not really a stairway to heaven or highway to hell. Well, whatever it is. Via Celestia. Now, this area can be a little tricky to navigate just looking at the upper screen there. It's kind of hard to see where you actually can go because we got an upper and a lower level here. So, yeah, keep an eye on the bottom screen there to help out a little bit with that. What am I even walking on anyway? What is this stuff? I don't know. But I do know that we've got some new enemies. Let's see. Bahamut, Lancer, and Knight. They are both dragon-type enemies weak to water. Now, Edea could examine both of them and kill them, but I'd rather save her for tougher enemies around here. So how about we do it this way? Let's go, yeah, examine the Lancer, because they're slightly less common to encounter around here, and then a few frost spells ought to be good. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do it with 2 frost spells. That won't deal enough damage. But yeah, the Lancer has a Tempest ability that'll hit the entire party for wind elemental damage, while the Knight has Desperation, a really powerful single targeting physical attack. Probably not enough to kill me, but we want to be careful. Alright, and there I got another new enemy, Bahamut Monk. They actually have a couple Catmancer that I want to learn, but I'd rather string together another battle, at least, to get more multipliers on the JP. So why don't we wait until a little later to do that? Okay, so let's have Edea examine both of them. Oh yeah, and I also want to change one of her weapons. Let's switch over to any greatsword to exploit the dragon creature type. Okay, then, yeah, let's examine the other one. Where are you? Okay, get that. And then, okay, yeah, then I should be able to use rock storms to kill both of them. There is an enemy around here that is immune to rock storm, but that'll be fine. We have other ways of working around that, either like sonic boom or electrolysis. But yeah, Bahamut Monk has a lot more HP. That's why I wanted to save Edea in the event that we found one of them there. Alright, well, these guys are pretty easy. Why don't we have Tiz deal with them? I'm trying to hold back Tiz as long as I can for stealing items with the Thief's Knife. But I want to hold Magnolia back also for possession. But let's see, I think 3 of these should be enough, regardless of the number of rods of ice that I have equipped. Although if there was a Bahamut Monk, then I probably would want to equip a rod of ice or 2, just to make sure that I could get the kill. Okay, we do have a Bahamut Monk there, so let's see what I can do with this guy. Okay, so I'm just thinking if I want to use Lux right away, because I'd also like to kill the Knight as well. But I don't want everyone to be in very negative BP. So how about we do this? Why don't we equip a shield and a staff? Don't do this in the first game, because when you switch weapon types, it resets your special move count. But in this game, we can do whatever we like. So, yeah, why don't we use Lux to give ourselves Berserk immunity, and that should be good to go. I don't think there's any equipment that can resist Berserk, if I recall correctly. Also, we get a physical defense boost out of this, too. No, Magnolia, don't go wild! Don't you do it! Okay, now we'll just default for a little while. Okay, there's the ability, Battle Royale, berserks all enemies and allies, but they really suck at doing it, evidently. Okay, so now, let's go with triple Arctic Wind to kill the Knight. And then I would like to try possessing the Monk, but I'm going to wait a couple turns before doing that. Okay, that's good there. We're still immune. We're good. Okay, Tiz, let's get you to equip a rod, but keep the shield equipped. Absolutely keep the shield equipped. Any rod, doesn't matter. Then we'll use Withering Wave to debuff their physical attack power. I'd like to get White Wind going, too, eventually. Although Edea could use some help with that. Okay, we can wait a little longer, now that we've gotten the other special move going. Okay, let's revive Edea. And then, yeah, why don't we get... Yeah, we need Tiz to default for now. He's way too low on HP. Okay, then, yeah, why don't we just default for now? Oh, there's the ability. Okay, that works. I was going to have it target Tiz, but no. Well, what I was going to do was possess the Bahamut Monk into using that ability. Yeah, make sure you select foes, then the enemy. But I'll show you how I was intending to do this. So I would have healed up and had Tiz default so he could survive that. Now, possession doesn't always work, so that's why I'm using it multiple times until we get it right. The remainder are canceled there. And then when you possess an enemy, you can use their abilities, like Majestic Smash there, but I've already gotten it, so I don't need that. So why don't we unpossess, so that way Magnolia can get her HP back before we kill the guy. Because otherwise, if we kill the guy with her still inside him, they both die. No. She still has like 1 HP or something left. But yeah, there's no point in doing that. Okay, so with Tiz, I think I could kill the guy with 2 Arctic Winds. So how about we just go... Yeah, 1 Arctic Wind there. And then mimic that a few times. And that should be good. So if the Bahamut Monk was berserked, actually, successfully, by Battle Royale, I would have had to use a remedy on him in order to do that, but that wasn't necessary because he sucks at accuracy. But alright, and after defeating them, we get another useless item. What's going on? Oh, we got a tutorial. Oh yeah! I forgot about that one. Whoops. Well, better late than never. But in any case, yeah, the other 3 we can't do because the servers are gone now. And you know what? I think I'll actually get out of here since we got pretty beat up there. And we're so close to the entrance. Probably about almost as far from that intersection, the last one, than from the entrance there. Now, I still want to keep Soul Mastery equipped on Magnolia for learning another Catmancer. And one thing about Majestic Smash, it's not actually called Majestic Smash. It's actually called Dragon Lord Strike for some reason. Whenever Bahamut Monk uses it, it's called Majestic Smash, but like everywhere else in the game where you could look up that ability, it's called Dragon Lord Strike. Really strange. But in any case, we got it. Let's see, one more Cat Mastery to learn, and that's going to be coming up here. Okay, so yeah, why don't we rest up there, and then we'll continue onward. Well, so far so good. We didn't run into any of the enemies that I want to steal items from. There's not too many, but there's enough. And we'll get it eventually. Okay, so yeah, let's take the upper path this time. Oh, yeah, let me see the map there so I make sure I fill out the, yeah, all the little corners there. So we can pick up the Genji Gloves. They're just mostly physical defense boost, but also a little magic defense. I don't think I would ever use them. But, well, you know, I might run into a new enemy at some point. Why don't we just keep going with this? Okay, so for these guys, yeah, why don't we just have you take them out? Because I want to save everyone else for tougher enemies. Or items I want to steal from, or learn Catmancy, or whatever we get going. Ah, there we got a new enemy. Valpurgis. They are immune to Rock Storm. So, yeah, we'll watch out for that. Adamantite Shell, we already met up with earlier in the game, way back at Geyser Grotto, but now they can be encountered randomly, so you want to watch out for them. Okay, so I'm going to have Edea take these guys out. So yeah, just like every other turtle in the game, Adamantite Shell can default and use Reflection Angle against magic. So let's see, I want Edea to ignore physical defense. And then I want to have Katana equipped. I don't want to equip it on, or like the Samadari, on the right hand slot, because I'm going to use a different ability that'll overwrite that anyway. Spray to pierce default, so I don't need to use Condor, although sometimes I still will, but not in this case. There's another enemy that defaults where I would use that. And then to defeat the other guy, let's go with Sonic Boom. But she might actually have more than 10,000 HP. So how about we do this? Let's have Tiz examine the Valpurgis. And she also has an item that I want to steal. So let's go with Thief's Knife there. Then use it a few times there. Probably only need 2, but I might as well use more, just in case I randomly get extremely unlucky and still miss stealing the item I want. That wasn't it, but there it is, the Soul of Thamasa. And that'll also reduce her below 10,000 HP, so Edea can one-shot her with Sonic Boom there, and we'll be good. Oh, how did I exploit a creature type there? Oh, I think the Cross Axe exploits the demon creature type. I mean, I knew that. Hey, a Brave Attack, that'll be pretty useless here. Because, yeah, all I can really do is use a bunch of Arctic Winds. I can't pass around any BP, but whatever, it'll be fine. We got that. And that'll be good enough. 3 of them should do, even without a Rod of Ice equipped. I want to say no. Yeah, we'll say no. I am not going to push my luck here. Besides, I know I got enough JP to master the Red Mage job class again. Okay, so we're done with all that. So let's see, the Soul of Thamasa is an accessory that boosts intelligence by 10, but it's actually a little more than that because of the proficiency bonus we get there. So it's way better for you. So we'll give that to him for his spirit magic. And then, let's see. Okay, so we're done with Red Mage. So now, I want Magnolia to switch over to the Yokai job class, the ultimate magic user. Although not quite as obviously why as, like, Sage and Final Fantasy III, the original. But, okay, so I still need to keep her on Soul Mastery. So until I don't need that anymore, I'm going to keep her on her battle item setup. But how about we get some magic going a little bit here? Why don't we get, yeah, magic up there a little bit there? And then, okay, yeah, why don't we get some Rods of Ice? Actually, you know what? Why don't we just go with, like, Wonder Rod or something? Nah, we should go Rod of Ice. At least on this floor, anyway. Okay, so more magic there. Eventually, I'll switch her to the Luminous Robe once I've gotten... Or once I don't need possession anymore, and I can switch her to Catmancer secondary. So let's pass the Amulet over to Magnolia, and then pass the Venture Badge to Edea. She'll be able to hit max damage anyway. But, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's one of those rare weapons that exploits 2 creature types. Okay, so we got that. But actually, yeah, why don't we just get back to the weapons there. I can switch things around later as needed. Okay, so we get all that. And, okay, so we got the equipment. And, okay, we switched to yokai. Yeah, that ought to be good. Eventually, I want you to work on yokai a little bit. But for now, we'll leave him as is. Let's see. Yeah, I did get the treasure chest there. Now, if you got these yellow pillars of light, they'll just transport you around the same floor. But if it's a blue one, that'll take you to a different floor. What's going on here?
So, what does everyone plan to do after the battle ends?
Didn't we already discuss this? Maybe not everyone.
Question. I'll probably go back and help Father Ananias with the peace agreement. I guess we'll still be working together.
I would think you're already in charge, especially after the side quest.
I certainly do hope so. What about you, sir?
Why do you have an angry face on, Edea?
I'll probably just head back to Norende and, you know, live the slow life there.
Well, yeah, especially since it was wiped off the face of the earth. Or, well, Luxembourg. But I guess we did kind of rebuild it. Where exactly, I don't know. I always thought it was in the crater area and they just sealed it up and put the town on top of it or something. But, nope.
I sure hope so. Last time you said that, you went and collapsed. Scared us half to death.
Whoa. Yeah, don't do that again. You were in that, well, whatever that contraption was at the beginning of the game where you were stuck in there.
Sorry about that.
Haha. Yeah, I wonder what that was all about anyway. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not important.
And, Magnolia? Are you still planning to go? Back to the moon, that is.
Could I come with you?
Yes, it is my home after all. I have to help my people get their lives back together.
What people? I thought most of them were wiped out. Or maybe that was only the moon base, or Fort de Lune.
Yes. Of course.
I guess there could be other parts of the moon where people are still
What about you?
good.
Well, first I've got to work on reforming the Crystal Guard. And,
I thought you gave up all that power, though.
well, the rest is, private.
Booty! What was that?
Alright, back to business, everyone. There's no time for chit-chat.
Thought I heard something around here. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. It's not like a foreshadowing or anything. But, yeah, just kind of... I don't know what that was. But anyway, if you go down over here, kind of hard to see, a hidden treasure! The Lordly Robes. They boost your mind stat a lot, which I think only White Mage would actually care about. So I never use them. But here we got a Mega Elixir that is equally useless, because it might be useful later. I mean, we still got post-game stuff to do. Okay, so this time around, I don't want Tiz stealing from the Valpurgis there. I mean, I do want to get another one, but we can find one later on. Okay, this will get a little tricky. Let's ignore physical defense. Then we'll use 2 sprays on the adamantite shell. Yeah, they got a lot of physical defense there. Okay, so 2 sprays, and then instead of Sonic Boom, which, yeah, it gets capped at 9,999 damage, let's use Death Spiral instead. That should be able to get the job done here. There's one more new enemy on this floor that I'd like to find. Okay, you got her. Overkill. When you need it and don't have it, you sing a different tune. Hey, a brave attack that makes me speak, or sing a different, whatever. But, okay, so let's have you go with a whole bunch of frost spells, but maybe have Magnolia and Tiz help out a bit. Although, I'm thinking if I want to hold them back a little bit. No, I think we can be fine like this. So maybe take a little bit of burden off of you there. And yeah, probably just the one. Oh, wow. I didn't expect everyone to still be at 0 BP. I thought you might require a little more help. Okay, so with these guys, yeah, now it is just you. So, yeah, why don't you just go Frost there and move along. Sadly, I cannot pass around BP with him at the moment. But yeah, even as red mages, we can still function pretty well. Especially against a new enemy! Gargantua! Just like in the demo, weak to light, considered humanoid. And they have an ability that I would like to learn. So let's go with Possession on Gargantua. And the guy also has an item I want to steal, so let's examine them. And then we'll go with... Let's see. Okay, so Thief's Knife. I'm thinking if I want to equip something other than the Hero's Shield, though. For, like, evasion. But, yeah, it's got the best evasion there. Way better than, like, a kunai or anything. So I think I'll just leave it. Unfortunately, we cannot do the old trick of the first game where you can switch out the Thief's Knife, like, from here, and still get the ability to go through. No, they fixed that one. But, yeah, we'll just go with that. Uh-oh. That might break after Tiz steals from the guy, but we'll see. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of HP. But there we go! We got the Giant's Gloves. Not that I'll ever use them, but I want it for the collection. Okay, the Possession is still good. Okay, so let's go use Slugger now. Yeah, you see on the top screen, it's learnable. And let's use it on Tiz, since he's got the best evasion. I think he does. Can we actually see that? Yeah, he does. So we'll go with that, and hopefully he'll dodge it so I can learn it. Yes! Alright. There we go! Woohoo! All Cat Mastery learned. Okay, let's get Unpossessed so I can get my HP back. And normally this guy has, yeah, about 20,000 HP. But, okay, so now to take the guy down, let's just go with some Shining Spells. Maybe Edea. Maybe I could ever use, no, not Electrolysis. Let's see, maybe Sonic Booms on this guy? Actually, there's a couple things I could do. First, let's equip the Ripper Knife. I think we got better proficiency with that than katanas. Yeah, so we'll go with the Ripper Knife. I'm just thinking if I want to equip the Excalibur as well to make my attack light elemental. I think so. Let's go with that. And then we'll just use a whole bunch of, where are they? Death Spirals on the guy there. That ought to be good. And, okay, so I got the item, I got the Catmancer, so we should be good. Yeah, look at that damage! Alright, got him. Well, not quite max JP, but we're working on it. It's going to take a couple more battles to master Red Mage for you again anyway. But alright, so now that we're done with that, now we can, yeah, we don't need possession anymore. So let's see, with the, yeah, the secondary ability, let's get her back on Catmancer. And also get her back into her full-time magic user setup. Okay, so for her, let's see, I want to stick with Catmancer. I was thinking about Astral Magic, but because I could boost his battle item damage with Elemental Boon. But I don't think so. I'd rather go with the full, or with Catmancer there. So I have some light elemental damage, because there's a couple enemies around here that are actually weak to it. Okay, so Pierce Magic Defense there. Catmancer, you're good to go. What do the Giant's Gloves even do? I forget. Is it just more defense, or? Oh, okay, so yeah, quite a bit of a strength boost, actually. And I think damage is, like, directly proportional to strength, so that could be really good, actually. Let me see, because I don't need, well, I don't really need the Thief's Gloves anymore, but I'm probably going to keep them equipped. But yeah, that could boost my damage a lot, but I'm already hitting max damage anyway. So I think I'll just keep the Thief's knife, or Thief's Gloves, ready to go. Maybe I could steal another Sola Famasa a little earlier than when I'll actually find one around here in a chest, I think. Oh yeah, let's get you back on your cross axes then. Okay, so you're good there. And then, okay, I don't really need the Hero's Shield. So how about we go with the Falcon knife there. Yeah, so really the Hero's Shield, the usefulness, was for the evasion there. And if I had the ability, or if I didn't need to steal at the same time, I probably would have equipped a kunai to further boost my evasion, but, well, I got lucky. We didn't really need that. Oh, let's see, I'm just thinking if I want to equip another one. Yeah, why don't you do that? Okay, then secondary abilities. Oh, do I need to heal up? A little bit. Might as well get the job done. Okay, and then back to Shamanism. We're going to get a lot of use out of that eventually. Okay, so we do that, and I think we're good. Oh, I did switch back, right? Okay. Yeah, I doubt the competency of my short-term memory greatly. Long-term memory, very, very accurate, unfortunately. But, oh well. Okay, so yeah, I got the treasure in the upper right, didn't I? Well, I'll check it out in a moment. But for now, hey, we got another katana. If I recall correctly, this one has a special ability. Yeah, it also is strong against dragons, which we're finding a lot of around here. Okay, so we got all that. But yeah, I'm not gonna, like, equip it right now. Okay, so we get all that. Let's, oh yeah, I wanted to check out the Catmancer, or not Catmancer, the treasure chest. Make sure I've got everything around here. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, so let's see. We had Precog. There we go. And I think we're good. Let's head on to the next floor then. Or phase, I guess they call it. I don't know why you would call it a phase. Maybe a phase of matter or something? Or I don't know.
This is...
empty. I can't really see anything here.
Should we ask? I feel kind of bad poking around in his private affairs.
Well, Providence doesn't seem to have a problem with that.
My, you are insatiable, my young friends.
Well, what do you mean?
So tell me, do you believe in fate? Vega and I were reunited the following spring.
Well, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't experienced it myself, personally.
I had achieved some success as a researcher. Well, at the risk of sounding boastful, considerable success.
I like how they show his figure there, but not provide any more details on that. Enough to let you know what he kind of looked like without giving too much away.
My superiors, feeling threatened, had me transferred. It was envy, plain and simple.
Well, maybe they just wanted to give you a promotion.
Not yet having the wisdom of years, I sulked and despaired my fate.
Ha ha.
In a desperate attempt to get back at those I felt had wronged me, I dashed out into the rain with no cover whatsoever.
Okay, why is that? What does that have to do with anything?
I risked more than simply catching cold. In those times, severe pollution had made the rain acidic.
What?
As I trudged along in sodden despair, a woman came dashing after me, umbrella in hand.
Oh.
That was Vega.
Or was it?
Yes, she was a colleague at the remote research facility to which I had been transferred.
Oh, okay.
Alavas, how could one not believe in fate?
Well, maybe.
What a remarkable coincidence, I thought. In the small space we shared beneath that umbrella, we finally introduced ourselves.
Well, you, I guess let go of her, but she came back to you, huh? However the expression goes.
But wait, how curious. If the memory of that ski lift became a ball, that means...
But it didn't.
Vega, my dearest, you remembered as well.
Ha ha. Aww.
I guess it really was fate, huh?
Well, whatever works for you guys. But, okay, so, yeah, why don't I double check my setup here at this point? Okay, so... let's see, with you, yeah, we still got, yeah, a little more to go there. So, let's leave him as is. Let's see, Edea, yeah, she's a Catmancer. We got Yokai going. Ranger. Yeah, I think we'll just leave that alone. I thought about maybe making a setup for Tiz as a Ranger. And, oh, whoops. I thought about making him like a more of a physical attack setup, but there's just too many large groups of enemies around here. I think I really need the battle items to hit large groups of enemies. Oh, and here we got a couple new enemies. Dark Warden and Night Dragon. So let's see, Night Dragon, just like all their cousins, they love to default. And, yeah, so we want to be able to pierce that. And we got a Brave attack. That'll help a little bit. Okay, so the Dark Warden is undead. So let's see. How about... let's use a Phoenix Down to kill the guy. Then Edea, you go... well, yeah, I need to pierce default. And the Night Dragon is weak to lightning. The Dark Warden's weak to light. But, yeah, unfortunately, what is it? Yeah, I can't just simply use spray. Well, I could, but it wouldn't work very well. So let's go Condor and Harpoon to deal with the guy. Let's see, I need something that's good against dragons and his Holy Elemental that could, like, damage the Dark Warden there, maybe. So how about we go with the Excalibur on the right-hand slot there. That ought to be good enough. And then go with a couple Rock Storms. Okay, then how's our agility looking there? Okay, yeah, Tiz is way ahead of the game, so I'm pretty sure he'll be able to examine the Dark Warden. No, I didn't. I was like, wait a minute, did I do that with Edea yet? No, I didn't. I'm just thinking, because I want to have multiple Phoenix Downs to kill the Dark Warden, because it might not work. Okay, so let's still go with the 2 Rock Storms there. But then, okay, so we use a Phoenix Down on the Dark Warden, and then Tiz can examine both of them before anyone else does anything, I hope. And, I mean, he'll be in a little bit negative BP, but he'll be fine. Okay, so we go with that. Yeah, that ought to be good. Okay, so the guy defaults, yeah. But yeah, these guys got well over 10,000 HP. Okay, so Pierce default, Pierce defense. There you go. Okay, got the one guy, and got the other guy. All right. I wasn't absolutely certain that that was going to work out all right. But now I could use some help. Okay, so let's see. With Magnolia, I could ever use her Diabolism to damage all these guys, but if the Night Dragon defaults, I'm screwed. And I don't have her on her battle item setup anymore. Maybe I shouldn't have had Tiz use both of the... what is that? Both of the examines there, but oh well. Okay, so with Magnolia, let's just go... Let's see, Blizzaja? Yeah, let's go 2 of those. And then I want to switch over to Wonder Rods to boost my magic attack as much as I can. Okay, so we got those. Then a couple Thun Dodges to hopefully deal with the Night Dragon. And then maybe I could have you maybe use a bunch of Frost spells. Maybe you go with a whole bunch of Frost spells. How's our speed look? Magnolia should act before you, but it's close. So we'll go with this and hope it works. Hope he doesn't default. Damn it! Oh well. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill the guy, probably. Oh, we got an Echo! There we go. So it casts it again for free. And Echo can proc off of itself there. Might I actually kill this guy still? Depends on how many Echoes I get. Oh, if this actually works, I would need, like, another Echo or 2, probably. There we go. Okay, there's one. Wow. It's supposed to be, like, what, a 25% chance? It worked! It worked! Ha! I mean, I knew it would work all along. Wow, that was a ridiculous amount of Echoes there. And we got the Brave Attack right when I needed it. I desperately need that here. Because I'm going to need Tiz to use 4 Pantheon's Wrath to kill the Night Dragon. And then for the Dark Warden, I could use Shining on the guy. but it would probably take all of them. And since it's just the one guy, just use a whole bunch of Phoenix Downs on the guy to kill them. And then Tiz. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, let's go with Pantheon's Wrath. This is why I've got the Lambent hat on him, because without it, he would not be able to kill the Night Dragon there. Okay, then, okay, so a few Mimics there. That ought to be good. Oh yeah, we'll have more than enough damage to get the job done. Maybe I should have used Shinings on the guy. Okay, that works. Yeah, I can go for another battle. If I had multiple party members at -2 BP, I probably wouldn't have done that. But here, we got another new enemy, Spartan. Ow. But let's see. Okay, so Spartan, inorganic, weak to lightning. I think Magnolia could take both of them out by herself. But yeah, we should, like, revive you first. And then let's go with Stardust this time, since the Slugger is weak to that. Spartan, oh, I need to examine too. Let's see, so yeah, I need 3 Stardust to kill each of them, not just the one. I'm just thinking, if I win the battle now, I know I'll have another battle, and then Edea could get her turn and revive you. So yeah, why don't we go with that? Oh, no, not that. Let's go Magnifying Glass on the Spartan there. And then 3 Stardust. I think that ought to be good. Okay, so 3 Stardust and that. Okay, I think that should kill all of them. I was about to say, I really hope I used that on the Spartan there. I was like, wait, what? Oh, no, we got it. Uh-oh. Oh, not enough damage anyway, huh? Well, that's okay. We can still get the job done. Let's see, Spartan. Okay, well, they lost a lot of physical defense, but they have pretty high physical defense. So I'd probably have Edea use Sonic Boom on them, or you could use Electrolysis, and that would probably be okay there at least. I'm just thinking if I want to use maybe White Wind there, maybe a couple of them. How many of these do we got left? Oh, we got plenty. Yeah, no problem with that. 1 Sonic Boom should be enough. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, yeah, that's why I didn't deal enough damage. I didn't equip the Luminous Robe on Magnolia. If I had that, it would have killed the Spartan. I would have gotten another battle there. But as you can see, even with just a few consecutive battles, we hit max JP anyway. And we learn Echo. Wow, that was a really good demonstration of how good Echo is. Ha ha ha! Okay, so let's see. With Edea, let's get you back on Holy Magic to heal up. Let's also, yeah, get the Luminous Robe equipped like I should have done. Okay, then... Okay, do we... Yeah, I was about to say, do we still need some healing? Yeah, we need a little bit. And maybe I shouldn't have bothered with White Wind, but I like using it when I can. Okay, so you're back there, and that was a pretty rough battle. So why don't we... yeah, I'm scared. Let's get out of here. Now, I just want to get the autosave going again. And then we can keep going. Get lots of treasure around here. I think we've seen all the new enemies we can for now. But there's still more to come. Lots of new enemies in this dungeon. Yeah, go under there to find a treasure. Little tricky to see where you can go sometimes around here. Alright, and after that battle, we mastered Red Mage for you again. So now I want to make him into a yokai, but I only want to learn Echo. I'm thinking if maybe I want to learn Diabolism for Eroja. That could be useful in some boss fights. But I've already got Meteor anyway, so why would he care? So, yeah, I think we'll just go with Echo. Oh, no, I need to actually go through with it. Okay, so we get that, and then, yeah, I think everything else I'll just leave the same, though. I should probably equip him with, like, Wonder Rods, though, now that we're starting to run into different types of enemies, but, well, we'll see. Okay, so we got you on the Luminous Robe. Let's get you back on the Cross Axe. And that ought to be good. Let's continue on. Okay, so the lower right path leads to the end eventually. So let's go up here first and collect a little treasure. Yeah, that one I was just standing by there. That's on the lower level. So, yeah, we can't get that up here until we go down. I think this takes us to the right. Yeah, it does. Okay, so the next treasure, let's see, is in the left chest here. Okay, so up here we pick up the gold hairpin. That's a really good upgrade. I'm going to give it to Magnolia because, just like all good Final Fantasy games, it reduces your MP consumption there, and that'll be especially important with using Diabolism, as you've noticed. Okay, so we get all that. I'm just thinking if I want to restore some of her MP there. How about we do this? Let's save that. And then create my healing setup again, although I don't need to restore HP right now. I might as well get that going. And then for Magnolia, what do we got? Okay, so... there it is. Okay, we want Glacé and items for all. Okay, and then I can just use Ethers to restore my MP. Keep Magnolia above 400. Well, actually 300 would be good right now. But, well, whatever. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I want to save that setup, though. That's going to be like my recovery setup there. And then, yeah, get back to the previous setup. And we should be good. Okay, so with all that, let's see. I don't think there's anything down here. No, just want to fill up the map a little bit. I'm not sure if I could have done it from the upper level. But over here, we got the Reflect Ring that I never use in this game because they don't live long enough for it to matter. But it's available. Okay, so now we're done with that. Let's go down the lower right path this time. On the upper level. Okay, and from here, kind of hard to tell, but you can go right behind that staircase to get to another isolated section of the floor. Okay, so on this part, let's go down here first to pick up the Hermes shoes. Just like the first game, they're twice as good as the sandals. There is another enemy around here that we can steal more from, which is partially why I've still got the Thief's Gloves ready to go. But I think we can wait on that a bit. So now let's take the other path. The upper path, yeah, there's nothing there. But on the left path, hey, Kaiser Knuckles! Even more powerful, well, fist-type weapons. Now let's get back to where we were and take the other path that'll lead us to the end of this place. Alright, and after that battle, we got Echo for you from Yokai. So now, let's switch him back to his wizard setup. I don't really need to use anything else for, like, bosses or something. So now we can get him back onto the singing secondary command so we can pass around some BP. And then instead of Pierce Magic Defense, I actually want him to go for Chain Spell, because that'll effectively double all your spells. It's basically Echo, but guaranteed. But it also costs more, too. So, you get what you pay for. And then, let's see, I'm going to keep Awakening for now, just because I want to get a little stat boost for a wizard there. Okay, so we get that. Let's see. Everything else I will leave alone there. With Edea, though, yeah, we took quite a beating in that last battle. Thought I might need to use Bravely Second there, but nope, I barely managed to make it. Okay, that ought to be good. Get you back on your Shamanism, and I think we should be able to make it to the end without another random battle there. Yeah, there we go. On to Phase 3. Well, what's this place?
Vega and I got along well, though purely as colleagues at first.
And then?
Summer is the perfect season for risks and adventures, you know. Or perhaps the heat had just gotten to my head.
That too.
In either event, that summer I took 2 great risks I'd never before dared to. The first was to ask her to accompany me to a festival.
What kind of festival? Don't answer that, viewers.
Quel courage! That's the spirit.
Aww.
The second was when I confessed my feelings to her.
That quickly?
Wow, way to go. But how did you work up the courage?
Sometimes a man must do what he must. Not that I wasn't nervous the entire time, mind you. Every moment of that night, from the fireworks to our hapless attempts to scoop goldfish, had been indelibly etched into my memory.
And hers, apparently.
That this memory has become a ball must mean it was of deep meaning to Vega as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Goldfish scooping? That sounds strangely familiar.
It does?
Yeah, didn't someone we know do that?
Don't recall. I guess you. Oh, yeah, that's right. During that festival they had at Eisenberg. Yeah. Ha ha. Blushing face. But can we actually make it to the Celestial Realm? Find out next time on Let's Play Bravely Second End Layer. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.